Hey y'all, I'm gonna show you how to make a lanyard bead. Came out here, walked right over to the side of the road, because I remembered that some cedar trees had fallen. So, you know, I figured, hey, why not make me a lanyard bead out of some cedar? Cedar's pretty. We can do that. So, I'm gonna try to find a good colored branch. Hopefully there will be one. And you can see, right now it don't look the prettiest. I'm using a Laplander. Yeah. See it? That's gonna be a pretty one. Alright. So let's find something with not too many knots in it. Knots are pretty. I mean, like the little knots, like this right here. That's fine. You know, actually, I'm gonna try to get one off that. We'll see how she looks. Now, I don't recommend cedar for a knife handle because it's a soft wood, but it's a good looking wood. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a pretty one. I'm gonna cut it off right here at the top, right about right here. Yep. These Laplander saws are freaking awesome. You see that? That's gonna be a pretty one. Got through quite a bit of knots. Okay, so I'm gonna hop over here and get this one. How you see this? It's a good dark red. That's gonna be a pretty one. All we're gonna do now is look for other parts. It's about yay big around. This doesn't require glue, so it's good. And this has been sitting here. You see the cows over there, possibly. See them down there, right there. I do live on a cow farm, like a 600-acre cow farm. So, see right there. We'll cut one of these off. I'm cutting these off just to make one bead. Tell you with this Laplander now. Oh, got my finger over the camera. With this Laplander, it'll freaking yep. It'll chop through some, or cut through some wood now. So it's a nice dark red. I'm gonna polish it out. You know, it'll be a nice, bright, dark red. Have little knots in it and all that bunch of good stuff. What I was saying with the big knots though, the ones that I wouldn't go for. Let me find one here. Because cedar, it's a very knotty wood. And you can take that however you want. But it's got a lot of knots in it. You see, something's bedded down there. There's grass like a bed down there. See like this right here? It's a knot. Here, there we go. Selling knots right there. That's what I wouldn't go for. But right here, for making a bead, like right here. See how it looks? See? So we're going to cut that off about right there. Okay. You see it's got some knots in there. That's gonna stand out nice. But yeah. This is about the smallest you wanna go. Because if you get it too small, I'll show you why. If you get it too small, let's see here. Let's set these little chunks down. The smaller you go, the harder it's going to be to get a nice finish on it. You want to get down to the red, where red and white is mixed. That's where it's real pretty. Say if you went right, nah, it's too small. Say if you went right here, okay? Now, I'll set y'all down. Nah, I'll just get one that's lower to the ground so I ain't got to fool with all that much crap. Alright, right here. Okay? There's white, see? There's just a tiny little bit of red. That's why. The bigger you get, now, I'll show you the true powers of this. One-handed, holding the camera. Okay, that's the true powers of the Laplander. Now that's pretty wood. Too big for beads, but that's a nice red. But the smell, my two favorite smells out of everything is WD-40 and cedar. I could wear WD-40 as cologne. I might think it's weird, but I love the smell of WD-40. I'm gonna cut just a couple of these off. There we go. And I'm not digging into it either. I'm just lightly sawing. Between my legs. Okay, so pretty much this is all you do at first. Make sure there's plenty of red in it so you can be safe. And yeah, and a good way to tell if it's cedar, if some of you people don't know, not out in the woods much, cedar, go over here to one of the cedar trees. I'll just come back and get them. So they have a lot of branches out sideways. They don't really have they don't have leaves. They have stuff like pine trees, little needles. Except they're not needles, they're like, I can't explain it. But cedar, it'll have a lot of them going outward. It'll be real, well, get behind the tree here. So I can focus this thing. Alright. See how it's real knotty? And it'll have this kind of bark where it's a stringy. And it just kind of falls off. That's good for bird's nest for a fire, like fire making. It's real stringy, and so I got this saw out. You can really shred one of these trees and get a lot of it off. Just you can get a lot of it. See, it's just real fibrous. So that's how you find a cedar tree. Alright. See? Got the cows over here. Let's say you find a cedar tree. But yeah. We'll be right back at the house. Come in to investigate. That's right, get on somewhere, ho. One of them having a seizure back here. But yeah, we'll be right back. So that's how you find a cedar tree and what size to get for beads. Ow, crap far. And we'll be right back. Alright. If you watch my, well no, it's already linked into it. Alright, so a second ago we went and got some of these, okay, off of branches. These are just some I've already made. See how dark that is? This is cedar. The reason it's dark, I didn't put any stain on it. All I did was give it a linseed oil bath. I soaked this one for like 10 minutes. And you see how dark and pretty that is? That's all in the wood. Them dark lines, that's all in the wood. See, it looks kind of like a pecker. But that one's nice. Okay. I have a jig I use this with. I'm gonna make another one of them fat ones. My jig, I've already got one on it. I still gotta shape it. All it is 2 loveless bolts and a bolt, or 2 loveless nuts and a bolt. Okay, all I did was drill a 1/4 inch hole through it. Here's my bolt, here's my loveless bolt, or here's my nut bolt and loveless nut. Okay, you see where it's shaped? That's for a reason, so that I can get the edges of it. But I'm just gonna make another fat one, and all you're gonna do is drill a 1/4 inch hole in it. I got a mess over here. This is my messy bench. This is where all the messes are made. Pretty much all I do is get you a 1/4 inch bit and chuck this in the vise. Make sure it's straight before you start any drilling. Okay. Alright. And just get it in the center. Alright. Got pieces of metal on the end of it where it's magnetized. I can't see. Just go on through. It'll stop. Bring all the dust back out. Caught light, ready to rock. Alright. So now, put this thing on the jig. Chuck the jig down in the vise, tighten it up. See? Pretty good and centered. So now, tighten this dude down on the doohickey here. And what I do for this, since they were nuts, what you gotta do is chuck the tip of it down in the vise. Get you a pair of needle nose and tighten this bottom one down so that wood ain't gonna move. You ain't gotta tighten it too tight, just tight enough. Alright, now we'll go over to the 4x36. I got more wood over here. That's gonna be in my way. And just sand away. We'll sand it down till it's all rounded and smooth. Then we'll go shape it. See? That's about as slim as we're going to go. And we're going to go over here to the 1x30. I have it sideways because I was doing it from the other side. And it was, like, my drill goes clockwise, okay? And that sander is going downward. And the drill is used to having resistance whenever it's screwing in a screw. So whenever I had it on the other side, it was going with the direction of the belt and it was speeding it up and it was winding the gears out. You don't want that. I'm just going to have y'all right here. See where I'm at here. Okay. So just, yeah. See? I'm trying to get that white off. As far as we go with the belt sander, now it's just holding the drill while I do the sandpaper. Oh! And hoping y'all can see this. Hey, I got people calling me. I'll call them back. Okay. Pretty much all you do is just run it. This is 100 grit emery cloth. You just do this for a little bit. Try to get out all them scratches. Move on up to 220, then 400, then 800. Good God. But just sand it down and try to get all these scratches out. And I'll be back here in just a minute with the 800, then I'll show you how I do a linseed bath. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're on the 800 right now. You can see how light colored it is. I'll show you what linseed bath can do to it. But I'm just going to do this for a little bit. You see how it'll kind of darken it up. But it's still light. Okay. Linseed oil bath. Oh! I'm gonna chuck this big guy in the vise. Here's my linseed oil. Actually, before I soak it in linseed oil, what you want to do is, get you some 220 grit, and stick inside this hole and round this corner off right here. That way it's all nice and rounded off. Okay. Now, you see how light colored it is compared to, this is the same, off the same branch compared to that. Now, I like these little fat ones. That's the ones I like. All I did is get a little Tupperware container, pour some linseed oil in it. This stuff's really oily. I freaking dropped the can and it spilled all over my phone. So now, just to make it even worse, I dropped my phone on my sander. You can see that. Dropped my phone on my sander. That's why anybody that I talk to on the phone, I can't text. Now, I've dropped, you can see it's kind of oily. Freaking linseed oil soaked that up. Went in my speakers, went in all that. So if you call me and you can't hear me, that's why. Luckily, I got it away from it. Went to my charger. But that's just one of those things. You see I got linseed oil on that right there? That's just briefly, okay? I'm going to soak that dude in there. I'm just going to shake it up and leave it for about 10 minutes. Leave that thing for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to shape the other one that I took off to show y'all how I do it. And I did that in no time. Here's the 3 that are completely done right now. I'm not going to sell these, y'all. I will sell them. I'm not going to take orders for them, okay? I've already got enough orders as it is. So whenever I make them and I have some for sale, either you get them then or you don't get them. Alright? I'm sorry, but that's how it's going to have to be. Okay? So, anyways, it'll be just like them. These are Tennessee cedar. Alright? They're nice. Very nice. I love cedar. But I'm going to make 3, probably 4 more. So I've got 4 done. I'll probably have 8 total. And yeah. So I'll be right back. See you in a minute. Okay, so it's been about 11 minutes, 12 minutes. I did the other one. So yeah. Get you a rag. This stuff will get everywhere. Okay. Just kind of dry it off. And I'll let them hang up for about 10 minutes. Oh, just till they dry pretty much. That's about 8-10 minutes. Dry it off a little bit more. And since it's been soaking, you're not going to wipe off the oil. It gets down in the pores. You can see how dark that is. Beautiful grain. So I just let that hang up for a minute. Made another skinny one. Probably just gonna do more than fat ones. Just drying it off. Okay. See how dark it gets. I'd say do a linseed oil bath. There will be linseed oil down in the hole, but that's normal. I've had a lot of puns in this video. So lots of wood, lots of oil inside the hole. Yeah. So pretty much all I gotta do is finish up the friction folder, which I don't know where it's at right now. I have no idea what I did with it. So that ain't never good, but yeah, I honestly have no idea where it's at. No idea whatsoever. So yeah, hope y'all found that helpful, and get you out, or get out, saw, cut you down a limb, make you a lanyard bead. Alright, so hope you have a good day, good night, whatever. Alright, see you.